Back at you with some Terminator ranting. Why is doing the wrong thing so easy and doing the right thing hard? By the wrong thing, I mean the thing that ultimately causes damage to yourself and the world. And by the right thing, I mean the thing that is the right thing to do that makes you happy. And this is another one of those videos where it's just a question that popped into my head, and I haven't figured out an answer to it, so I'm inquiring. In any given moment, it's like we're often faced with a little dilemma. We get a inkling that we want to do. So for example, there comes a situation where we're like, okay, do I want to meditate now, or do I want to check my phone, or should I eat some shitty, crappy food? Or should I not? Or should I eat something healthy? Should I do exercise? Should I not? Blah, yada, 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 yada. Why is it that the easy thing is the thing that ends up causing us harm? Well, let's think. So I think when it's easy, is when typically is when our sort of reserve is low, when we are not at our best. So we're kind of depleted, we're feeling needy, incomplete, stressed, whatever. And we're fumbling around for some instant satisfaction. And so the easy thing to do is to fumble after that. Because we are ourselves not balanced at that time. We're not in a healthy state of mind, state of being. And as such, we crave actions which are aligned with that state. Yeah, that makes sense. When you're confused, your actions will be confused. When you're organised, your actions are organised. Yada yada. This question of why we fuck ourselves over is one that interests me so very much. How we know that we're doing things which are causing us harm, and yet we still do them. And yes, I think it is because we are ourselves, we are at war with ourselves, and a self that is at war with itself inherently will make those kind of decisions, won't make itself better, or won't pull itself out. And yet, on the flip side, when I know from personal experience, when I'm feeling more whole, rounded, then I make better decisions. It's easier for me to not do the things that fuck me over. But then, it's funny how things change. So you could be feeling great, making these good decisions, and then something in the flow of energy disrupts that, knocks you off a little, and it can make you descend in the same way. Well, and then there's this general, samsara-like effect of the death, dying, and then at the end of that you're reborn again, and you have this surge of goodness and health, and I'm back. So I think that actually the key here is to keep yourself balanced, and that's when good actions, good decisions will flow. It's often a mistake that we make when we start behaving in a way that's causing ourselves harm or causing harm to others. We think, okay, how do I manipulate the decisions, my plan or whatever, such that I won't make these decisions? Whereas really, what we should be doing is sorting ourselves out. Yes, always. So any plan that is made by someone who is at the time not sort of together, who is at war with themselves, will be brittle, ephemeral, and inevitably lead to a different sort of harm. As I've learned with my numerous attempts to manipulate morality and play God from a compromised position. So, really the only thing that you need to worry about, and worry is a terrible word here, is putting yourself together, and then actions will flow. I think I realised in the past 6 weeks or so, I suppose I've been a little bit ill from time to time, but with the start of this Alexander work, I'd almost collapsed too much, become too relaxed. I've been sort of deliberately relaxing, rather than finding a kind of middle way. I thought of myself as someone who, who is a doer, achiever, blah, blah, blah. And so I kind of let that go, and this wave of exhaustion came over me. Lost my mojo a bit, actually. Now I feel like I'm coming back to some kind of middle way. Yeah, it's good. That was quite interesting.